We are live, man. We are
Yay.
live, bro.
Yay.
Man. Hold on. Hold on. All right. So welcome to episode 69 of the Hurricane Mike Show. Nice. That at least our team didn't lose to the Saints, because why that?
Because the Falcons suck a little bit.
Oh boy, do they suck, man? Because bruh, and they're gonna be like, oh, we're number one in the division. Bro, you're acting like this division's good. If you were playing in a good division, you would be getting blown out almost every single week. Okay, all of your wins have came against divisional opponents other than the Cowboys and the Eagles. All right, and also last time I checked, right, last time I checked, right, the Saints are your only team in the division that you lost to. So people are like, it's a division game. You're gonna lose division games. But if that was true, then why are we the only team to beat you in this division? If that was true.
That's true.
Yeah, Raheem Moore saying, "Well, we cannot look past the Saints." You may didn't, but the players did. But yeah, man. And look, they just messed around and found out. But yeah, now let's get into week 10. I don't have the score up, but the Bengals lose to the Ravens 35-34. Lamar Jackson leads a rally, and the Ravens stop a 2-point attempt to hold off the Bengals. That was your reaction 4 days after the game.
The Ravens took care of business. I told you the day that happened is I think Lamar Jackson has arrived. I get it. Some of you gonna say, well, he gonna blow in the playoffs. And I get it that, you can't think Lamar Jackson's gonna do it until you see him do it. Well, you know what? I think this is that year for him. I think the Chiefs are down. They're not playing very good offense, even though they are 9-0. We're gonna get to that. But I think Baltimore can take that step this year.
But yeah, fun fact, this was the Ravens under Lamar Jackson. This is their largest deficit in 3 years when they were down 21-7, I believe. That was their largest deficit in 3 years, and they were able to come back to win. So yeah. But now let's talk about a game that actually it wasn't that great, but that the score says. But the Panthers beat the Giants in overtime 20-17. Panthers are now 3-7. Giants are 2-8. I'm surprised Brian Daboll's not fired, because every single time Panthers beat somebody, they end up firing somebody. So it was Luke Getsy for the Raiders, Dennis Allen for the Saints. We'll see who gets let go from the Giants. But yeah, the Giants, that, man, I don't know what to say. That was your reaction.
Man, they brought this trash all the way to London, bro. They brought it all the way to London just to get a man fired. I mean, I think Daboll's a pretty good coach. I mean, it's not showing it in New York right now. But yeah, Panthers, did a number on the Giants, and we're gonna see what happens. How long my boy gets to keep his job over there.
Yeah, man, that fumble by Tyrone Tracy at the start. Did you watch the overtime play?
I did.
But yeah, that fumble by Tyrone Tracy hurt, because Tyrone Tracy was having a good game. Then he fumbled it away, so that sucks. You're gonna make plays like that, and it's gonna hurt sometimes. New England Patriots advanced to 3-7 after beating the Bears 19-3, and the Bears are now 4-5. Drake May, ironically, I just realized Caleb Williams has played against the number 2 overall pick and the number 3 overall pick and lost both times. Maybe he should have been the 3rd pick. But yeah, Drake May. Yeah, he connected with a rookie, Jalen Polk, for a Patriots touchdown. So Drake May got that rookie connection with Jalen Polk. So that was your reaction after looking at this.
2 things. One, one, the Bears are no longer the monsters of the Midway. Well, they haven't been for a while, but they are not the monsters of the Midway, that's for sure. And number two, they did pick the wrong quarterback. And we said that on draft night. Jaden Daniels is a guy we saw take every snap for the last 2 years, and we said that they are making a mistake by taking Caleb Williams. They need to take Jaden Daniels. But if Jaden Daniels would have went to the Bears, they might have messed him up too. I mean, Caleb Williams he doesn't look like he's getting better as the season goes on. It looks like he's actually regressing.
Yeah, man. Caleb Williams, like, he had a couple weeks where he looked like one of the best. He looked like the best rookie quarterback. Then he would have games like that where it's like, what are you doing? Like, I've never seen a quarterback. I don't care if you're a rookie or not. I've never seen a quarterback with 3 receivers that could be number ones for different teams and still somehow fly under that. You scored 3 points with DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Rome Odunze. Now that's just disgusting. All right, hold on. I gotta fix something real quick. All right, next up we got 20, not 13. Buffalo Bills taking care of business, beating the Colts 30-20. Bills 8-2, Colts 4-6. Dad, what's your reaction?
Bills just chugging along. They're gonna be there at the end with the Ravens and the Chiefs, and the Flacco-led Colts. They just not getting it done these last couple of weeks with Joe Flacco under center.
Yeah, man. But the Bills actually scored first on defense because Teron Johnson just maneuvered around the Colts for a 23-yard pick six, and then it was just up from there. Josh Allen, though, he wasn't turning the ball over earlier, but now he's starting to turn the ball over again. So, but yeah, Bills win by 10. So, Dad, can you just say a few minutes of why you love Taylor Swift?
Well, I love it so much, just her music. No. Look, I'm wearing this funky sign on my head because I lost a bet last week.
You sure did.
I lost a bet. I picked the Broncos over the Chiefs, and the Broncos almost made me look like a genius, boy. If Will Lutz could have just kicked the ball over the line, I wouldn't have to wear this thing today. But he couldn't do it. The Chiefs go to 9-0. They are the luckiest team I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man. Chiefs beat the Broncos 16-14. Chiefs 9-0. Broncos 5-5. And you are right. Because the Chiefs, how much time? Look, even as somebody that I don't root for the Chiefs, but I rooted for them yesterday, I would tell you that. I didn't want no bag on my head. But I just don't understand how long can the Chiefs keep doing this, bro? The Chiefs are literally going to luck their way into a 17-0 record if this keeps happening, bro. Like, what? They just beat the Broncos 16-14. And the thing is, the Broncos play like the better team. Russell Wilson outdid Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion. I mean, not Russell Wilson. Bo Nix. But the Chiefs still win. So, just, I don't know. The Chiefs didn't even score a single touchdown in the second half. All right, Farron Burgundy said it's becoming the ultimate. They can't keep getting away with it, man. That's what it is, though, man. That's what it is. That's what I kept thinking about. It's like the Chiefs, like, win after win, bro. Win after win. It's like, did they really win? Like, you got the game. Hold on. Let me pull up the Chiefs' schedule. Because, look, and this ain't an anti-Chiefs sentiment. Because, like, I'm not trying to say that the Chiefs are trash because I don't like them. Man, because I said the same thing with the Vikings back in 2022. Obviously, I don't like the Vikings either. But, like, I hate the Chiefs. I just don't like the Vikings. But I said the same thing about Minnesota in 2022. So I said the same thing about the Bills last year. So this is not an anti-Chiefs thing. The Chiefs squeaked by with their literal toes against the Ravens. They would have lost to Cincinnati if it wasn't for a flag. As much as I hate the Falcons, they probably would have lost to Atlanta too if it wasn't for a missed call. The Chargers game, both teams played bad. The Saints game, yeah, they should have won that. 49ers game, yeah, they should have won that too. The Raiders game, okay, I'll give you that. But then the Buccaneers game, I mean, like, bro, like the Chiefs were not the better team that day. And the Broncos game, if only Will Lutz would have made it. But hey, Will Lutz, he helped me out again. All right. Yeah, that's my take on the Chiefs 9-0. So, all right. Next up, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it, bro. Well, I forgot to put the Saints score up.
Put that beautiful score up, boy.
Dad, you know what the score was? 20-17.
You got it right there.
20-17. The boys won 20-17. The Falcons lost to the Saints by a score of 20-17. The Saints dominated on all cylinders, and they won 20-17. And Dad, what is your beautiful second act reaction about the Saints smashing them? Man, I love the pain, bro. I love it.
Well,
that was it.
Hold your horses, because I ain't gonna give you too many flowers right now. Saints won by 3 points. Should have won by a lot more than that. We got off to a great start. We put some points on the board. We was hitting it with my boy Scanling down the field, couple touchdowns. I mean, we were really tearing them up, but somewhere along the line, we got really conservative. We let them back in the game. We let them have a chance, to think they had a chance. So that concerns me going forward. A little concerning, but we'll take the flowers this week, but we gotta get better at stomping on their neck, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Tyrann Mathieu to game sealing interception, but Tyrann Mathieu, bro, he's a good ball hawk, but this man can't tackle worth anything, bro. You saw that Bijan Robinson touchdown? Tyrann Mathieu was freaking floating on this dude's back.
Before he got that interception, I was wondering myself, why is he here? I mean, I was thinking of how we gonna revamp this defense. Okay, some of these old guys probably got to go. Like the Cam Jordans, definitely the Tyrann Mathieu. But then he makes the game-ending interception. I was like, okay, I guess that's why he's here.
But hey, Dad, you know what I think we should do with Cam Jordan? We should bench him, but whenever we play the Falcons, start that man because he does not care whenever he plays the Falcons, he's on lock now.
Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins, whatever. Get him.
Yep. All right. Fearon Burgundy said, how much of the win do you think was rallying around new head coach Rizzi? 105%. Because you see, when Dennis Allen, I hate to keep saying his name, but Derek Carr says his name in the post game. But with Dennis Allen, with the 2.5 years he was here, I've never seen the team play. Like, the team felt alive again. The team felt alive. Because there was a bunch of weeks in a row where Dennis Allen, he didn't know what to do because the guys, they just lost it. They lost the locker room. Obviously, they weren't going to say that because they don't throw people under the bus unlike Dennis Allen. But, Dennis Allen just did not have the locker room. And if you think, it's just a bitter Saints fan, no, I'm not. You got former Raiders president saying that. You got an NFL Hall of Fame or soon-to-be Hall of Famer saying that. We ain't the only one. And with Darren Rizzi, what I saw, the Saints came to play, bro. The Saints are hitting. The Saints are freaking playing hard, and that's what. And Rizzi was getting ecstatic. So yeah,
before we move on, let me just say one thing about this coaching situation. I know Rizzi not going to be the man for the job next year. So having said that, we might want to. I don't know what they're thinking of. Like wait till the offseason to hire a permanent coach or whatever. We better get on that stuff now because the Giants and what other teams about to fire their, the Cowboys. They're about to fire their coaches. So if we want a good start on getting some of these candidates that's out there, we might have to start like right now. Interviewing people right now.
I don't think you can do that during the season. But
if you're not on the contract, you can, like Bill Belichick.
Okay.
If that's your cup of tea, I don't know.
All right. Fearon Burgundy said, I asked as an Eagles fan who was dealing with another head coach controversy with Nick Sirianni. Yeah, look, as somebody who just got rid of their horrible coach, you would want to fire him now before he convinces the entire fan base that he is not the problem. I understand you're what? Hold on. I understand you are 7-2. I understand that. But you are not going to win much more with Sirianni. Because I saw Sirianni taunt after beating a 1 or 2 win Browns team. So you would want to fire him now. Well, obviously can't fire him now. But if Sirianni ever does something stupid, you would want to fire him after that before he convinces the entire fan base that he is not the problem.
Mikey, what's the record you just mentioned the Eagles have?
7-2.
7-2. Coming from a fan base that is 2-7 right now, just fired their coach. I don't want to hear nothing from no fan that's 7-2 complaining about their coach. Miss me with all that.
Yeah. Jerry says Victory Monday. And that indeed, man, it's not just a Victory Monday. It's a victory over the Falcons Monday.
So, yeah, Jerry?
Yeah. Who that, man?
Right here, boy.
What?
Telling Jerry, Swifty right here.
Yeah, that he's actually a total Swifty. Like if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year, he would literally go to the Super Bowl. That's what he told me.
No, I ain't never said that.
All right.
Lost a bet, Jerry. That's what this is. I lost a bet.
Yep, Jerry says exactly. Yep. 49ers help out the Saints as they defeat the Buccaneers 23-20. And now the Saints are only one game out of second place. Or being tied for second place, I should say. Fearon Burgundy said, it's just an observation, not complaining here. Yes, there are some Eagle fans who still want Sirianni fired. I'm not one of them. Shoot, I'm not going to lie. I don't like Sirianni either. Look, my mom's from Eagles. What?
Miss me with that. I'd pray for some 7-2 luck right now, but I can't get it.
Shoot, the Saints win out, then they're 10-7. All right, you can just call me Burgundy, like the color, or okay.
Burgundy.
All right, Burgundy. All right, next up, 49ers now 5-4, Tampa 4-6. Dad, what's your initial reaction?
49ers took care of business here. I think that's the fourth loss in a row for the Buccaneers, or the fifth. I don't know. They lost a lot in a row.
I got you.
Yeah, they come back to earth now.
Shoot, their last win might have been against the Saints.
True.
Let's see these Buccaneers. Let's see what losing streak they're on. Yeah, they beat the Saints, and then they lost 4 in a row because they lost to the Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs, and now the 49ers. So, but yeah, Jake Moody hits the game-winning field goal to stab the Buccaneer fans right in the heart. You see, it always sucks when your team loses like that. Trust me, coming from a Saints fan who had to deal with Week 3 and Week 4, games that you could have won, but you just didn't because your defense allowed points on that last drive. And that's why I'm so glad Dennis Allen is up out of here. Because you saw first game with Darren Rizzi. I'm not saying to be the permanent coach. I'm not saying that. But the first game with somebody new, the Saints, their defense stopped somebody on the final drive.
Joe Woods, boy. Joe Woods.
Yeah, And look, that actually proved my point, right? This defense is not the worst defense in the NFL. The coach that was calling the defense was. And now all of you see it as well. Because I don't know if y'all remember, which is kind of hard not to, but I was the main one saying I do not want Dennis Allen as a defensive coordinator because he does stuff like this where he gives up multiple yards, but then you're like, well, he doesn't give up touchdowns, acting like field goals don't lose you games too. I understand defenses aren't going to be perfect. I understand it. But what I need you to do is not be the worst defense in the history of this team. What did you put on now?
I'm back to my I love Taylor Swift now.
Okay. Well, what did you?
Sounds.
What?
This one says Swifty right here. So I was a Swifty for a little while. Now I'm back to I love Taylor Swift.
All right. We're moving on. The Steelers in a close ball game over the Commanders 28-27, where Lattimore did not make his debut yet, but the Steelers win 28-27. However, Dad, did you see that ending of the game?
I did.
Do you think that was a first down or not?
It was close, man. I mean, it was close. It was like right on there. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. I mean, why'd you give up that bomb for a touchdown? Just to go to have the Steelers beat you. So yeah. I ain't too worried about that.
Yeah. Hold on, because I'm looking at it right now. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Let me rewind it. Let's see. So if he needed to get, like, I'm looking at it right now. So he needed to get to, let's see, 44, 43, 42. He needed to get to the 41-yard line of Pittsburgh to get the first down. Let's see if he gets there. So that, I'm not gonna lie, that was the first down. That was the first down. Because the ball clearly, he catches the ball. Well, what happened? Well, yeah, because he also stretched for it. So, yeah, that should have been a first down. That's just me, though.
He caught the ball, came back a little bit, and then he was contacted there with his knee down.
Oh.
Then, but, I mean, it's right on it. It can go either way.
Yeah, I understand, but, like, I think in that circumstance, I think you call it first down there. This is, I don't know. But, yeah, do you have anything else to talk about with that game? Because Lattimore, I don't think played.
Just that Mike Tomlinson's looking like a genius, boy. It looks like he's the coach of the year this year. I mean,
yeah.
I called him crazy. A lot of people called him crazy for changing the quarterbacks when he was winning games. But, I mean, he knows his team. He knows, one day, we're going to need something more from our quarterback. So he made the right decision, it looks like.
Yo, Dad, I don't know if you know or not, but I'm also in a bet with another guy.
About what?
So if the Steelers finish 11-6, because like my first, I was kind of trolling a little bit, but I told a guy who's a Bengals fan, so obviously he doesn't like the Steelers. I told him the Steelers are kind of our Falcons to them. Steelers, basically, I said we're gonna go 11-6, and the dude that he obviously a Bengals fan, so he said, you know what, if the Steelers go 11-6, I will come find you and I will shake your hand. I'll come down to New Orleans and I'll shake your hand. And so, yeah, the Steelers are 7-2. So the Steelers are 4 wins away from 11-6.
It's very possible now.
Yep. Vikings.
When he said it, it probably didn't look like they could get to 11 wins.
Yeah, because that was before the season.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah, the Vikings, bro, what the heck?
12.
Man, I tried telling people, bro. I understand you won because Mac Jones threw the interception late in the fourth quarter. But what the heck? Sam Darnold, he's supposed to be the savior of Minnesota. 3 of them things. 3 interception. Like not 1, not 2, but 3. I think. Yeah. That was your reaction on probably the worst game of the week.
Well, it appears to be the worst game of the week. I did not watch the game, but they still found a way for a victory, which is, coming from a 3-17, whatever we are.
Yeah,
they're in a good position, 7-2.
Yeah. Joshua, the Bucks fan, Logan says hello. What's up, Joshua? How you doing?
What's up, Josh?
All right. Chargers over the Titans, 27-17. Chargers 6-3. Tennessee's 2-7. Quentin Johnson got a touchdown to extend the Chargers' lead, and it was just up from there. So, Dad, what's your reaction?
Chargers, they're getting it going now. Got that Harbaugh, got another win. 6-3. I like the Chargers going forward. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, we'll see what happens, bro. See what happens, man. Like the Chargers and Titans. I mean, this is a game where it's like, I don't even know what to say about that game. Eagles over the Dallas Cow frauds. Well, they're not even frauds anymore, but the Dallas Cowboys 34-6. Dang, bro. That was massive. Dad, what's your take on this beating?
Another loss at home, another blowout loss at home, and to a team that somebody's talking, something about, we need to fire our coach. Man, miss me with all that. 7-2, you just stomped the Cowgirls. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That man ain't getting fired.
Yeah, all right. So Burgundy said, was this more of the Vikings coming back down to earth or playing down to their competition? Dad, I'll let you answer that question first.
Well, they're not. The record is not indicative of how this team is. I mean, this team is not that talented. They had a pretty soft schedule early in the year, but so they are coming down to the competition, and there's going to be a few more losses in there. They're going to need to try to hold on to that record they have there, but yeah, they're coming down a little bit.
Yeah, I do think they are coming back down to earth, but I think it's kind of more of them playing down to their competition because teams always do this. They're clearly the better team record-wise, but they always do that. And the Vikings, if you look at them, they're not a 7-2 football team. So, like, they play the Titans, Bears, Cardinals, Falcons, Bears, Seahawks, Packers, Lions. So I don't think there's going to be many more losses in there. Shoot, the Vikings actually got a sweet schedule. I mean, maybe they lose to Arizona and the Bears maybe one time, probably not though. Maybe the Packers one time, maybe the Lions. I don't know. Like I could see some losses, but I don't know. But he also said, "You're welcome, America," and obviously since he's an Eagles fan, well, look, I hate both teams. No offense to Burgundy, but man, oh man, I can say I had a smile on my face. Man, it's a great week. Saints win, Falcons lose, Cowboys lose. It's a great week to be alive, man. Buccaneers lose.
So Burgundy
Panthers
is an Eagles fan, right?
What?
Burgundy is an Eagles fan?
Yeah.
I want to know one thing, Burgundy. Why y'all throw snowballs at Santa Claus? That's all I want to know. What that man did to you?
Probably got coal in the stocking, so then they started taking their anger out on him. Yeah.
All right.
But Aaron Rodgers is cooked. Cardinals mollywhopped the Jets 31-6 to advance to 6-4. Jets are 3-7. Good God. Kyler Murray had 2 rushing touchdowns yesterday? Like, oh my goodness. I just couldn't believe it, man. Burgundy said, oh gosh, you're gonna go back to that tired story from 1968. Huh?
It's not tired for me.
Okay,
that's a snowball story.
Oh, okay.
They threw snowballs at Santa Claus in 1968 or whatever.
Why do they call it the tired story?
because we probably bring it up a lot, and it's
Okay.
old. So
People still bring up Bounty Gate. But yeah, Cardinals whooped that behind on the Jets, 31-6. That was your thing. What's your reaction?
couple things that Aaron Rodgers is looking old. He's looking old. It looked like he got hit one time. It looked like he didn't even want to get up. He was pushing himself up. He didn't want to get up. He was like, "Oh man, I'm too old for this crap." But then the Cardinals are a physical football team, though. They play really physical. They got the offensive and defensive line is really physical. So they beat them up. They beat the Jets up and made that old man feel old.
Yeah, that is true. Jets, I don't know what to say. But I have one question. How did the Lions win?
5 interceptions, boy. 5 interceptions.
How the heck did the Lions win?
Golf played like trash, and they still won.
Goff was like 8 for 20. That man was like 8 for 20 in the first half. How did y'all?
Remember that game a few weeks ago where he was like perfect? He was like 16 for 16 or something.
19 for 19.
Yeah, this was totally opposite. It was like he couldn't hit anything other than, I mean, a couple of the interceptions wasn't his fault. He had a lot of, a few tip balls and some ricochets or whatever. But there was, a couple bad balls thrown there. But still, 5 interceptions. I mean, CJ was giving it up too, so he was throwing some interceptions too. So,
but yeah, 5 interceptions in a win though. Like, good God, bro! You Texans, y'all are down bad. I don't want to hear how you're down Stephon Diggs. We're down our entire team when we beat the Falcons. But Gundy said, "Okay, here's the snowball / Santa story." Lost game of the 1968 season. Eagles just had to lose and get the #1 draft pick. Eagles were leading at halftime. There was supposed to be an appearance by Santa at halftime. Santa was stuck in traffic, so they found a drunk 20-year-old to play Santa. There was snow on the seats. Fans were mad, and they threw snowballs at this drunk fake Santa.
That story never gets old, boy.
But Santa, though, you couldn't just throw it on the field like people do nowadays. You just had to do it.
They got video of it. You can look it up on YouTube, probably.
Wow. Yeah. But anyways, I think that's gonna end us here. Shout out to Burgundy and Jerry G for coming. Dad, where can we find you?
You'll find me at Warren Newby YouTube channel, and don't ever forget, I love Taylor Swift.
And don't he love? But it was probably for the best, because if we lost, we would have gotten O.J. Simpson. We would have, yeah. But yeah, like, subscribe, share, turn the bell, so no upload. Do that, and don't be a what?
Don't be a Falcon or a Taylor Swift fan.
So don't be what you are?